Hello traders and welcome to the NFP show. Today is 6th of January. So as per the rule that we have, we are not intending to enter into the trade at the time of NFP or sometime before NFP, and we are here to look at the market, especially our top three markets: USA 500, and pound dollar and crude oil. And let's discuss about the existing price action prior to NFP. So in front of you is the pound dollar chart, and it is on the daily chart. So let's review the recent price action for the pound dollar, and then we will move to the next two and we will talk about them as well. So what I'm going to do now on the pound dollar, I'm going to highlight those important levels, or actually it's going to be those kind of decision points. Okay, so that's what we are going to emphasize and see where we are at the current price spot. So the daily chart, and I'm going to use the horizontal blue line, and let me outline the recent daily price action and to show you where we are at the moment. So if we look at here, the market price action is coming to the downside, and here is making a fair value gap at this level. So let me just spot this kind of areas. So if we look at this price action here, we can see it's pushing to the downside and then going back above, and now this blue line is acting as a resistance for the price to push to the downside. And then this is actually end of the year consolidation, and this kind of dirty price action just to take a stop losses in a day-to-day price action. And then we can see from the beginning of the 2023, price is pushing to the downside and reaching to this bullish order block, which is here, as I'm putting this line. This is the bullish order block, and now we are exactly on this line, and we already approached that, and now we want to see if the NFP can break this low and actually invalidate this bullish order block. So these are the two lines which I'm emphasizing for this analysis, which you can focus on, of course, in the lower time frame. I want to emphasize on something which is very important. Actually, very soon I'm going to detail one of my strategies, which can be good news for all of our subscribers. So very soon I'm going to post a new video, and or maybe a series of videos to detail One of my strategies, which is based on these ICT concepts and what I learned from them. So I made my own strategy, which is my actually strategy B, and later on I'll talk about the strategy A as well. But wait for that. So very soon I'm going to prepare those videos, or it can be either one video or maybe the series about talking about that specific strategy, which is going to be based on the weekly and daily levels. So that's what I wanted to point out about this. That these daily levels are very crucial to watch and focus, to especially when we move to the lower time frame. If you go to the 1 hour chart, you will see that how these daily levels are uh, perfectly reacting to these kind of levels. This is one of the example. You can see how perfectly price is pushing to the downside exactly to this bullish order block which we just drawn in the daily chart, and price is pushing back to the upside. So it's rejecting from this level, then next time it's coming back down and is breaking through. And another example is here, which you can see the price how come is coming down, breaking through, then pushing back and acting as resistance in the 1 hour chart, and finally price is pushing back to the downside. And here again you can see this kind of price action that you can see here. All of them is showing that these daily levels and also weekly levels are very crucial, and they are always acting as support and resistance. So this is the base concept for my strategy B, which I'm going to share and reveal it with all of my subscribers soon. So if you are not a subscriber, make sure you just subscribe now, and also turn on the notification bell, as I'm going to release that video in the coming days. It will be released for sure in this month, January. You will get it. So let's move on. We have like 18 minutes to the NFP release, and because actually when NFP is releasing I want to be on the US 500 charts. So let me move to the oil market first and discuss that with you, and then exactly prior to NFP release we can go to US 500 chart and then discuss about that. So this is a crude oil market, and let me go to the daily chart first. As you can see, the daily chart, let me just little bit zoom in, and you can see the horizontal lines, the blue one that you can see on the chart, are all daily levels. And you can see here, if I just put this arrow to show you exactly here, when the price is pushing to the downside, it's creating this fair value gap. So by now I'm sure most of you who are following and subscribe to my channel and watch the videos about fair value gap, they're familiar with the fair value gap concept, which is very famous on ICT, and is the distance between this low and this candle's high. So this distance this area is important for us to see the reaction in the lower time frame, and based on that we can enter into the trade. Then price is pushing to the downside, and here again another fair value gap level here, as you can see, and you can see how the price is acting again as kind of resistance level. So basically the fair value gap and order blocks are very important levels, and they are all acting as support and resistance to push to the price to the other side, which is the based on the institutional order flow. So you can see the price is pushing to the downside, again is making these fair value gaps here multiple times. Actually there are two fair value gaps here plus this bearish order blocks, and you can see the reactions of the price to each of these lines. So for better understanding, let me just go to the 1 hour chart. And here you can see on 1 hour chart or H1 chart, this is 2 hours. Let me move to 1 hour chart. And if I want to discuss about the recent price action, you can see here this was the price action in 2023. This reaction to this level rejected, and it created actually the fair value gap. Here is obvious. This fair value gap is created, and why it's more important. You can see here there is also market structure shift as the price is pushed to the downside, and it's clearly it broke the short-term low. Short-term low is actually this one is the last bullish order block prior to this push to the downside. So that's why this one closed down here below that, and that's why I call this market structure shift. And this displacement, which is the rejection to the downside, it created this fair value gap, and you can see once this fair value gap is created, price is pushing to the upside, is going a little bit inside the fair value gap here, exactly here, and after that you can see price is pushing to the downside and breaking lower based on the higher time frame institutional order flow. So in this horizontal line, which is the blue, we were expecting price to show the reaction based on that order flow and created that fair value gap, and then we were ready to enter into the market in this level, which is exactly, I'm putting that arrow, and that was the sell setup, the perfect sell setup to the downside. And you can see another one here when the price is again breaking to the low, it's creating another order flow, another fair value gap, and then price is pushing up exactly here. I'm putting the arrow exactly on top of that, and yes, exactly here, and you can see how perfectly price is pulling back up and giving us the opportunity to enter as a sell into the market. And then price again is breaking away and going to the downside. And here, last example, you can see here again there is a small there's no fair value gap, but this one is a bearish order block. So this bearish order block, which I'm just putting this also here to show you that this is the bearish order block, and you can see how this price is pushing back inside this bearish order block, and then is going back to the downside. But don't forget, for the NFP, I don't have time now to show you, but if you move to your weekly chart and look at the $73, $73 for those of you who follow my last crude oil signal, which I posted in November. Actually $73 was our target, and I made a video also for that in our channel, so you can go and watch that video as well, which is showing you how I exactly spotted that trade and enter into that market above the $80, and then took profit at a $73 as target profit. So $73 is a very important weekly level, which is actually a weekly bullish order block. So if you go to the chart, you will see now as we are exactly in that level, and we are in that weekly bullish order block. So that's why now we don't want to sell, okay? We are looking to buy the market for crude oil in this price. Regardless of the NFP release, currently the market structure is showing us we are in the very discount level, and it's actually in the weekly bullish order block. So we don't trade actually until we don't see the confirmation, which can be seen in 1 hour chart push to the upside, and we have to break basically this high. This high has to be broken to the upside in the 1 hour chart, and then in the pullback we can enter into the trade as a buy signal. So we have only 7 minutes, and let me go quickly to the US 500, and we want to see the live price action for USA 500 prior to NFP. Before that, let me go to the daily chart and get some levels for you. Okay, so let's go to this is the US 500 daily chart. Okay, and you can see this consolidation. It started from almost mid of December, and still in the new year this consolidation is not broken, and you can see this fair value gap above. So this fair value gap is acting as resistance and is not tested yet. So you can see this level. fair value gap, which can be achieved in the NFP in the next 6 minutes. We will talk about that. Because usually sometimes in the NFP or interest rate decision we have 100 points move, easy 100 points to 150 points move, which we have to see what will happen. And by the way, this is also a bullish order block, and we are at this bullish order block right now. So my analysis and prediction for this market prior to NFP, actually we have to see NFP, the price action, because see, please pay attention to this important point. We are not gambling, okay? Gambling is for those people who really want to just guess what will be the outcome of the NFP number, and okay, if they buy and the number is coming to their favor, they may win if their stop loss is not going to be taken. But what we are doing is based on the exact analysis, and that's why we never enter into the trade at the time of NFP. Okay, at the time of NFP we are not trading, and usually if after NFP release, if the gap is going to be big, then it's not recommended at all to trade in the NFP day, especially after NFP, because if we see a big push up or big push down, then after that market is going to be sidelined for the whole day, and maybe we can just get some short-term like very small trades at the PM session, which we can just trade for the very short-term target profit. Which is kind of a scalping. So here we have this downside and we have this upside. So this is based on the daily chart, and now we have only 3 minutes to NFP. And let's discuss and see what can happen in this NFP. We are just here to see I already reviewed this price action for you, these 3 markets, and now we are just waiting for the NFP release to see some excitement, and then we can discuss about our expectation for the next week on this USA 500 market. So let me this daily price, this is a daily chart, and this arrow I want to show you that where we are. So now I'm moving to the 1 hour chart, and in this 2 minutes, we have only 2 minutes to NFP release. So just consider these 2 daily levels, which is very important. And wait for NFP release. We have 1 minute to NFP release. Okay, so the way that price is going to the downside, it can tell me maybe price is going to the down, taking this low. Okay, this can happen actually. Taking this low, there is sell side liquidity below this low and below this low. Okay, so we are waiting to see. Okay, price push to the upside without taking that. So it left this sell side liquidity and it took the buy side liquidity. NFP already released. We have to see the numbers now, and see the numbers are actually non-farm payroll numbers. Let me see the price action. This is the 1 hour chart, so consider this push to the upside, and we have actually good some mixed numbers, but NFP and unemployment rate, yeah, unemployment rate is very good actually, 3.5%. so as this positive, so we should expect some price push to the upside, maybe to take the liquidity and then breaking the low. So now price is just hovering and doing nothing, so we have to wait another 2-3 minutes to see if it wants to just see the reaction to this level. You can see the reaction to this level, which is a daily bullish order block. You can see it got rejected, so it went up basically to go inside this fair value gap, which was created it was created yesterday in the New York AM session, and now it took those fair value gap and it balanced some of this void until here it went up, and now it's pushing back to the downside. It's rejecting from this daily level. Let's see what it wants to do after that. We're just looking to the market, and definitely there is no trade. Don't push to enter into the trade. This is just to look at the market and prepare for the next big price action. Okay, we want to see if market is going to take the buy side liquidity first or sell side liquidity. Okay, I'm just putting the arrow in that exact sell side liquidity. Okay, so based on the numbers, it is it makes sense if it goes up to take the upside buy side liquidity and then it comes to the downside, but yeah, it's actually doing nothing at the moment. It's just pushing up and down in the range of 10 points. I think maybe this is gonna be one of the boring NFP sessions, or maybe in the next couple of minutes we should see more activity, unless we have to wait for the morning session in New York, which is after almost the opening market, which is not yet. Actually, we have to wait for that 9 a.m. At the moment, price is doing nothing, so I'll wait for another couple of minutes to see if there is some kind of price action that I can discuss it with you Especially I am emphasizing on that. uh, this was a just a review session that I already reviewed the pound dollar, crude oil, and US 500 for you, and I outlined those daily levels. And in this US 500, actually, we are just looking at the market in the NFP session without pressing the button to trade. Don't forget to trade. Do not trade at all. Okay? Now it's not good time to trade. It's we are just looking to the market price action, and we want to see the outcome for the next week. Be patient. Be patient. If you be patient, you will be rewarded next week. No need to lose your capital in this dirty price action. All the retail traders are pressing the button up, down, buy, sell. No, it's wrong, it's not correct. Oh, I was right. Oh, I got some money. Oh, I lost. My stop loss got hit. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. That's not a professional way of trading. That's not based on the smart money and ICT stuff. It's just the retail traders, and believe me, your money will be gone easily. Don't play with your hard earning money. Okay, think about it. Why you are in rush to trade now? What's the point? No need to rush into the trade. You have another week. Next week it will be amazing because NFP data is out. Okay, and then we can decide. We can decide which way of the price action we want to go. Where is the liquidity? Okay, based on those weekly and daily levels which I'm emphasizing, and I told you I'm gonna reveal my strategy B very soon, and then I'll discuss it, and then for sure later if I get more subscribers I'll talk about my strategy A as well, because I need viewers to see this stuff, and it's only free of cost. So it's a matter of just sharing my videos with your friends, with all those you know that they may be interested. Like and comment for me. Let me know what you want to see. Okay, I'm gonna discuss the points you want to know about it. Don't hesitate to share your opinion in the comment section. Okay, don't hesitate. Please comment, like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, okay, don't like. But if you like and you want to see more about this concept and you want to really take your trading into the next level, then don't hesitate to subscribe and follow us here. We have good stuff for you coming, and this is already there in our channel. Just go to our channel videos and see our history. You will see what trades we had last year and how we are trading. Maybe you have no idea how I'm trading, so just look at our videos and you will see a lot of stuff. Okay, actually this is doing nothing, so I'm closing the market and going to eat something. Forget about trading. Don't trade today. Okay, take my advice, don't trade today. We are coming next week, and then we can find good setup. So wait for the releasing my strategy details, which is going to be very soon. I promise it will happen in January. And just please, if you know your friend is interested in this concept, do not hesitate to share my videos and my channel and ask them to subscribe, because if we see more viewers, more subscribers, then it means there is more interest. So then I will share more stuff with you. It's all free of cost, okay? I'm not charging you for any video or any kind of material that I'm going to release, okay? Even the signals I'm putting is all free. So just don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Why? Because time to time I'm putting some posts, and in those posts you may find some good signals, which for some of you which are lazy to go to the chart and trade and find the right setup, maybe it will be very beneficial to just sell and buy based on my signals, which is not recommended. But I know many of you, you don't want to learn these things, you just want to press buy and sell. So don't forget to check my posts. Time to time I'm posting some golden signals. If you don't believe that, just look at my story, it will be proof to you. Thank you for watching and have a great weekend.